majestic, overconfident Leos just know they have it inside them. I agree that you have it, but to be able to translate it and to be able to convince your client in front, people at large, you need to know your core idea very, very well. So if you're in the selling business, whether we're all in the sales business in some format, I don't think that work can be anything where sales is not involved, because we are in an interactive, communicative world. And of course you think you're the ace at it, but be a little careful. I don't want to warn you at the very start, but I think that don't be a little overconfident. Never underestimate the person sitting in front of you, at least in the month of May, because he or she might just surprise you with a better plan and with questions that you may not be prepared for. So know your subject well. If you're selling something, which you are going to, whether it is an idea or a product, you want to know everything about that product, because when you are quizzed about that product, you don't want to come across like you do not have all the knowledge. So the key word for Leos in May is knowledge. Study, research hard on everything you do so that you're able to convince people that you are fabulous. Convince people that you are perfect for your job and that you are the one they want to get in touch with to expand their business. Now, I'm going to take a little break from work because I think children are a big concern to you this month. So whether they are younger relatives in your family or actually your children, you're a little concerned about their education and you want to set them up correct. So I think maybe travel for that is going to happen. And if it is overseas universities or universities away from your city, you're going to have to invest maybe mid-month, a little time in getting your children organized for the next term, which is going to turn out to be absolutely great. So you don't have to worry about the results, but be confident inside and know your subject, like I said, inside. Where romance is concerned, if you're single, I'm sure you have somebody in your life. Leo people always have romance in their life, but they don't know what to do with their romantic partners. They're at some level, I wouldn't call them commitment phobic, but at some level they have so much energy that they energize themselves with one individual and then quickly get bored of the same individual. So I think this month, if you looked for a mate, I think someone that would be intellectually stimulating to you would last longer, and maybe you could go on a trek or a ski trip or travel somewhere where in your travels you have this great connection which could then turn into a romantic situation which would last longer, which would be beautiful. Money stays very little in your hand this month because you spend it and you enjoy spending it. So I'm saying go right ahead and spend it. If you do spend it, and you are going to spend it, if I were you, I'd buy lovely books that give me more knowledge on myself. So it could be self-help books, it could be research on your subject, it could be learning an online course to learn more about what you are doing in business, but I'd get really close to what I'm doing. You end the month on a very beautiful note because you have decided to be the surprise factor in everyone's life. So whether it's you giving surprise gifts, surprise visits, surprise notes, or just being gregarious enough to pick up the phone and speak to anyone very expressively and tell them how much you really care. You care to end the month on a perfect